Oi, mate, what are you doing, bro? Gooning on a Sunday morning? Catch up, man. Yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to another CPM1 video. I hope y'all have been doing good. And you know what we doing today. You seen the title. We looking at some of the, in my opinion, the worst bugs in CPM1. Some are kind of funny and others are just downright unbearable to experience. And today I'm gonna do my top 10, probably put a bonus in there. But yeah, that's what we gonna be looking at today. And also, what else am I missing? Shout outs. Yeah, so before we start, we gotta do shout outs. So shout out to these awesome viewers, subscribers, people who stop by to comment and support the channel. I really appreciate you guys. So if you want to appear in a future video for shout outs, you just comment shout out down below. You can include what your favorite car is, anything for conversation, what you want me to make a future video on, anything like that. And the earlier you are, the better. Because I pick the early comers, those who got notifications turned on, so I can pick you out early. So make sure you stop by the new uploads early. And yeah, that's what we got going on. I like how we got some nice builds showing up for the intro. We got some clean cars. We got Nate here, top drifter right there. And we got Seb here with his M5. Really clean M5 with carbon. So yeah, I'm be more active in public servers so I can put more of you guys in videos and intros. So be sure to stop by whenever you see me online. And if you wanna get my ID, it's right here. Let me go real quick. Here it is, 945-18264. And anytime you see me in a room, you should see my YouTuber rank. If you don't see that, then it's not me. If you see fake legends out there, because I know a lot of them be impersonating. So yeah, that's it right there. And with all that said, let's dive right in. Alright, so one of the first bugs that I'm going to talk about, it's a small one, but I know a lot of people get affected by it, and it impacts like drifters the most, especially people who use drift mode or rear wheel drive. So basically it's the incline bug or camber. You can call it incline from the game name, or you can call it camber. But yeah, when you got this above a certain point, like above 7, worse if you put it at max camber, the car like bounces when you go full angle, and this throws this can throw you off your drift, and it's not nice drifting with it. You like your car looking drift ready with the camber, like it looks cool, but practicality, this bug blows that out of the way, man. It just completely throws your drift off, and it's not they need to fix this. Has been in the game for a while. They need to fix it. And the only way that I've seen that you can reduce this effect is like if your front suspension is like really stiff. So if you got a stiffer front suspension, like if you max it out or you got it close to max, then it's gonna reduce the effect where you can still drift and you got a little bounce at the front. Maybe it can look cool for 3-wheeler drifts or something like that, but otherwise for like regular use, if you got a softer suspension, it's gonna bounce the front of your car up. So yeah, that's the first bug that is one of them that really impacts the game when it comes to people who drift. And up at number 2, we got losing designs. Man, I can't recall. I can't tell you how many designs I've lost this bug in the past. I've lost so many designs. Like I even had a TRX in one of my older videos. I had a TRX and it had a design on it. It was yellow. It had a T-Rex sign. I came back on my account after the beta update, and it's just gone. It's back to stock. I just gone. And I've lost a lot of cars to it. I lost my previous Mustang designs. I lost the Monster Energy Mustang. I lost the Castrol Mustang, that OG one some of you might remember. And that's why I got different Mustangs. Now I don't even have a Mustang on this main account. I have the other one on my phone, the older GT Mustang. And man, they just need to fix that. You can lose a lot. I still have a good amount of libraries here, but I have lost a lot, man. I tell you, that bug, and I know a lot of you have experienced it as well. So that is certainly up there in the top 10 for one of the worst. All of your hardware gone if you build that library and you end up losing it. Third on the list, we got graphics bugs. So right now my graphics look okay, like everything is set, but sometimes the game decides to override itself. I don't know if it's because it like detects throttling or something. Like when your phone gets too hot or it can't process the graphics you're running, it just drops it all the way back down to either good or fast. And this also happens if you log out of the game and you hop back in onto your account, it resets all of your graphics. You didn't clear the data of the app, you didn't uninstall the game, so I don't think it should do that. It should keep your settings safe. That's how everything else can be saved. That is one of the most annoying ones, especially for me, because you guys know I love having my graphics looking clean. So whenever I see that keep getting reset, it really just ticks me off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if you have your graphics set up max, sometimes you come back in the game, you find it all the way down here or at the middle. You gotta set it all over again. And that is bug number 3. For me, that is one of the worst. Alright, we at number 4. And this bug, the bug that I do not like, is when you get stuck in movement. So say for example, you're just chilling, moving your character as normal, and suddenly you just start walking by yourself. Like you can't stop, it just walks in any direction you put it, and you can't fix it unless you like leave the game and rejoin, which is annoying. So how I realized that this bug happens is that when you're emoting, if you're emoting while walking, I believe, or something like that. How it go? But it happens while you're emoting, right? So if I'm like doing that, and let me try to recreate it. If we're moving while I thought I had it just now, but you guys it happens out of nowhere. I don't know exactly how to recreate it. I just know that it happens like when you're moving and you emote some of the times, and it just has you stuck doing the walking animation. So that is another one that can be annoying. Funny at times if you just brush it off, but it can be annoying most of the time when you just want to stand still and you don't want your character moving all over the place. So yeah, that's that one. I know you guys can relate to it as well. I've seen it happen to many of you. So let's move to the next one. So next up we got interior bugs. And this can come in different ways, from broken interiors, doors not rendering, inside of the car looking pink, or your interior just refusing to download at all, even when you have a stable internet connection. So I'm just using this as example. Mine is not bugged out right now. I just didn't download it, but it happens to a lot of people, I realize, who send me screenshots and tell me about it where the interior of the car is not downloading, and even when it downloads, sometimes the part of it is pink, or sometimes the doors are like bugged out where you can see through the doors, and all of that going on. So I know people who like to cruise and be in first person camera, this one can be annoying for them. So yeah, this is the interior bug, and we gonna look at the next one. Now we got one that everybody can relate to, bro. Everybody, and that is lag spikes when loading in to a new area of the map. So like when you're driving and you have to load into a new area of the map, that lag spike that happens like just before, some are shorter than some, like you just saw there. That one wasn't too long, but I know for some people they like completely freeze, and it like takes like up to 4 seconds for them to start driving again, and this can cause you to crash at times, especially if you use like tilt controls or the wheel and your wheel was like frozen in place. When the game resumes itself, it like just throws you off into an area, and you can see it lagging there a bit as it loads in new areas. So they did mention that they were gonna work on this, like they're gonna fix the loading tiles or something like that, or how the map loads in. So we need that fix. I know a lot of people got it. Like watch here now, when I'm going to City 1, big lag around this corner waiting for me. It's just waiting to catch me. And you end up, look at that, you end up that's another bug I was gonna talk about, falling through the map. But we can include it right now. So yeah, the map not loading in time can cause you to fall through as well, and with cars pushing you down under the map. I know a lot of you have that as well. When like you join a room and someone spawns on top of you, it ends up pushing you under the map. We do not like that at all. And if it happens repeatedly, it can get a little bit annoying. Like not too much, you just brush it off, you be like, man, this is just CPM. But you know, it's one of those bugs that we want gone too. Back in the early days with the first collision system, when you could actually hit each other at high speeds too, we didn't have this problem. So now we have it in the newer versions. Ever since like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we start having it in newer versions. So yeah, they need to fix that as well. Next up, we got the bugged out hands in the first person view. So this bug, this one is when your like hands are like completely broken. Sometimes this is not just your hands too. Sometimes even the steering wheel gets inverted. I don't know if that still happens. It haven't happened to me in a while, so I don't know if it happens in newer versions. But the one where your hands are like twisted on the wheel, that still happens. And this mostly happens to people who use tilt controls, like me, for example. So whenever you're spawning into a map, whenever your phone is like slanted or you got it kind of tilted, it's gonna when you spawn in, it's gonna like be stuck in the animation when you spawn in the way you were turning, and that is what causes the bug. And how to fix this is you can just select another control before you go in the room if you use tilt, so you can pick like wheel or arrow controls so that when you spawn in your hands are straight, and you can just select the tilt controls after that and you should be good. But yeah, I think this is one they need to fix right off the bat as well. It's not a really big bug. You can fix it by just doing that step or trying to keep your hands straight if you still use tilt controls. And I think it can be resolved that way. But yeah, it's just another one of those bugs where when you load into the room and you see that, you're like, damn, now I gotta leave the room and rejoin and things like that. But yeah, I hope they fix it soon. The next bug that we got is with cars sliding on the surface of the road. You know what I mean? They just like slipping even when the car is parked, and this doesn't happen everywhere. Because I've tested this in City One with the same car on the that little hill that goes up that people love to do jumps on as well. Right there at those swirly roads in the middle. You know where I'm talking, that those hills, it doesn't slide down there when I put it in park in there. But here in the desert at canyons, you see I got it parked right now and it is like slowly sliding up the hill. The hill is tilted down. Gravity is going that way, yet the car is sliding up for some reason. Not sure what the cause of this bug is, if it's the road itself, it seems like. But yeah, as you can see there, it is moving slowly, but it does happen. And this can be a little frustrating if you're like recording videos or taking pictures and you park your car one way and you getting everything set and you realize your car just shifted to a whole new location. And it can also affect the driving, I believe. I think it does affect the driving. Because if the road is acting like this all the way through when you're driving and it's like slowly impacting your wheels, I feel like it's not really accurate to how you should be driving if this is the case. So you see how much it's slid up already from the time I started talking. It's already about to straighten out on the road. So it's sliding up, and yeah, I think they should be fixing this one up soon. They should be, because it's been there for a while. I know cars, and especially CPM2, it's worse than CPM2, trust me. It depends on the tires that you use in CPM2, where the car you can even be sliding on a flat surface. It's crazy over there. But yeah, I hope they do fix it. One of the other bugs that I have seen people experience, and I can't recreate it right now, but I can, talk about it and try to demonstrate. But it is when you're like your RPM or the whole car itself basically, and the tachometer just bugs out, and your car just can't start at all. Like you just can't move, you can't drive it. It can happen to like cars right off the bat as you spawn in for some people. I heard it happens to the F1 car, the older one, that first one that got added, and it happens occasionally to your regular cars as well, depending on the situation. I don't know what causes it, but like the engine, once it's like shut down and you see it off, no matter how you try to turn it on, it just won't power on. So now it's working fine now. I'm just demonstrating it, but yeah, it does happen sometimes too when you like exit your car for a while and maybe you're in someone else's car for a bit and you try to go back in your car, you realize that it's kind of bugged out and it doesn't want to start the engine and all of that, and then you just end up can't drive in your own car. And sometimes you gotta end up leaving the room or somebody else drive it and you can hop back in it. But yeah, I think that's one of them that doesn't happen too often now, but it used to happen a lot like earlier to me that I remember. So I feel like that is one that needs to get looked into. It still happens to some people now. Just recently someone told me about it, so they need to look into that as well, especially for the F1 car, that old one. And now for the bonuses. So for this bonus bug, it doesn't happen often as well, but I'm gonna use an example. When you create a design or you have a designed car, whenever you join a room, sometimes your friends or other people don't see your design at all. Like sometimes your car turns completely black and your design is just not showing. It's showing in your phone, on your screen in the game, but it is not showing to others. And no, this doesn't happen because they hide your library, like I'm about to demonstrate now. Where is it? Hide vinyls. So click hide vinyls. No, it's not that. It's not that it causes it, because no matter how you click it, sometimes they still won't be able to see your design. And that has happened a lot in the past that I have experience with as well. One of my other cars too, when I joined room says, Legends, why is your car black? And I'm like, huh? I got a design on it. What are you talking about, bro? And sometimes that happens to other people too when I'm recording videos. Their car is black in the video and just plain with no design. And then they end up telling me that like we did have a design on the car, Legends. And I'm like, oh, that's a bug right there that is kind of an issue and could be annoying. But you can fix this, I believe, by going back in your vinyls and like adding some extra little vinyls to it, but that hopefully refreshes it. So like if you have a design now, you can just put a little square there that matches the color and shrink it down, and you click the check mark and add it to the vinyl set, and that could refresh it. And when you rejoin the room, it should be showing the library. I think that's how you can fix it for sure. But yeah, that bonus as well. And the other one is the invisible characters. This one has been a recent one since this new beta update that has been widespread. Even though we already had some cases where character limbs be missing of other people in multiplayer. Sometimes I'll be recording and I look at someone and they like got no arms and sometimes no leg as well, and they don't have their head. And I'm like, it's funny, but you know, it's just one of those bugs that it means the game is not fully functioning how it should with the characters. But yeah, that's the my list of worst bugs so far that I experienced. Let me know if you guys have any other bugs that annoy you that you guys would like to be fixed by the developers. And yeah, thanks for watching as always, and see you in the next one. Stay safe, like and subscribe.